Okay, so hi, I'm Miss Gambino, and this is for my 6th grade design and modeling class. This tutorial is the start for activity 1.5.5, creating a pegboard toy. And the purpose of this activity is really to learn how to create different parts, and then how to assemble them into an assembly file, and then how to animate the assembly file so you can see that the parts that you created fit perfectly together. And if they don't, that means you have to go back and modify your parts to be precision measured to be able to fit and work together. So the first thing that my packet is asking me to do is to create a round peg. And if you look at the directions, it says that you need to create a round peg by opening a new part file. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to click on New. And then we're going to work in English measurement, so English, and then I'm going to pick standard inches.ipt. Remember that .ipt means it's a part file. It's your extension for a part file. So we're making just a single part right now. And it's going to take a minute to open because it's got to load a bunch of libraries and things. So we're just going to be patient. Can you hear my kittens fighting in the background? Okay, so now the first thing that I need to do is to get a flat piece of paper to sketch on. So we want to get a plane to sketch on. So I need a 2D sketch plane. So I'm going to create 2D sketch, create a 2D sketch, and then if you remember from a previous lesson, we have our front, our top, and our right. So I want to sketch my shape on the front face. So I click on that plane. And then I need a tool to make my round peg. So I think the proper tool that I want to sketch, I just want to sketch a circle, and I'm going to drop down this little sidebar. You have two options. You can do a circle center point or a circle tangent. I'm just going to do the circle center point for now. That means I have a center point that I click, I drag out, and I click again. And then I add a constraint to it or a measurement. So click, drag, and I want my design says create a 1 inch by 3 inch 1 inch diameter, so I'm going to put a 1 in there. That's the diameter of my circle, and I'm going to finish my sketch, and I'm going to now make it 3D by extruding the face of it. Right now it says 1 inch though, but I want a 1 inch by 3 inch, 1 inch diameter by 3 inches long peg. So I put a 3 in there. You notice you don't have to put the inches in because we already picked that in when we set up our file. So I put 3 in and I say OK. And then I just want to hit my little home button over here so I can view it, and it looks just like the picture. So now I want to save my file. I'm going to go to Pro, Save As. For you, you'll choose your number from the top. Make sure you don't choose the number that has the network information on it, but you want to choose just your number. I'm going to choose S Gambino, and I'm going to choose my documents. And I'm going to save this as my packet says round. Actually, it's capitalized. I'm just going to do everything the packet says exactly. Round peg. And I'm going to save it. Okay, now you could either keep this file open if you want, or you could close it to do the next part. And the next part will be our next tutorial. I'm just going to close this out. So that is the first part of our packet, how to make a round peg for our pegboard toy. Thank you for watching. This is Miss Gambino from 6th grade Design and Modeling.